Would you look at that? I normally wouldn't make a standalone video on something like this, but I just found it a little surprising. The April rollout has hit for the Google Pixels. I fired up my Pixel 5 and I was checking it out. It was only a 16 megabyte update. That usually means we're not going to get much. But then I saw some stories about GPU performance. So I thought I'd give it a spin. And yeah, a little 16 meg update seems to have boosted the GPU. In synthetic benchmarks, to the tune of 20%. All right, we should probably take a look at what that means for some actual gameplay. I ran a few games before updating and then compared scores again after the update. And synthetic benchmarks are not real life, but we are seeing some gains in more challenging titles. One of my go-to games to stress test, Undead Horde, is a challenging game for phones to run. It's a lot of unit management. After the update, we saw around a 10% bump in frame rate. That's not too shabby. A PC port, this RPG Battle Chasers has been notorious for chugging bad on map navigation. Again, after the update, we saw just over a 10% jump in frame rate for some of the worst sections of the game, and the dungeon levels are a little smoother when you're running around. It's still stunning how fluid the combat sequences are on mid-ranger hardware. The rest of the game is still kinda choppy though. Looking back at an older title that used to make phones cry, Implosion is a very pretty hack and slash sci-fi title. It used to run phones really hard, but the Pixel has no issues keeping this at 60 frames per second, and that was before we got the update, so we're pretty much just capped at 60 FPS after the update. And lastly, not so much about the Pixel, but a game I thought would be more of a challenge. I have to give huge kudos to Playdigious, the developers behind Dead Cells. They've done an incredible job of optimizing Dead Cells for mid-ranger hardware. Playing through the first level, the Pixel 5 is flat as a table at 90 frames per second. It's refreshing when a developer really dedicates the attention and care to polishing up a game. It's pretty nice seeing it play this well on a Pixel 5. I was not expecting that. But overall, for such a small update, this was a pleasant little surprise. There's a flavor of commentary about the Pixel 5 throughout the tech community based on this mid-ranger SoC. There's still a flavor of Android optimization at play, where Google software can nudge this phone into higher performance. It's not revolutionary, but so often I think folks feel like updates slow their phones down. We should all feel like our phones get better with updates. That feels pretty good. As always, thanks so much for watching, for sharing these videos, subscribing to the channel. Just a quick little update, and I'll catch you all on the next video.